clothing. Okay, from clothing, this one. Okay, this is the main image, red shirt. Click on open. Fine, click on set variation image. Now this price should be $60. Now click on save changes. Okay, now click on publish. So basically most of the things remain same. For example, description, title, category, only few things are changed, but this thing makes a great lot of difference. Now let's see the variable product. So just right click on this link and open this link in a new tab. Okay guys, so this is our variable product. As you can see, we are getting an option color, and when we choose red, the image should change to red. As you can see, the image has changed to red and we are getting a different price. And when we choose blue, the image again changes to blue shirt and the price is decreased by $5. So this is very helpful. This is how you create a variable product. As you know, we have completed this slider. We have also completed this section, the info box section, and the next section on which we'll be working is this section. This section is further divided into two sections. This section, as you can see, the first one, there is an image in the background, and on that image there is a heading, subheading, and a call to action button. When you click on this button, you will be redirected to the clothing section, the clothing category. And the second section is the product section. We have 3 different products belonging to the clothing category. So you can add to cart, you can see this whole product, and you can proceed further. So let's start making this section first. So for that, come back to your website. As you can see, till this we have completed. Now click on enable visual builder. Now click on this plus sign, which is to insert a new section, and select regular from here. Now from here, as I said, it is divided into two sections, which is 1/3. So this is the one, it is 1/3. Now in the first section, we will add a call to action. So just type in call to action and you will have this module over here. Now the title, let's come back to the demo website. As you can see, this is the title, clothing. So type clothing over here. Now button URL, the link where you want to redirect your button. So for now, let's put a hashtag sign over here. Now it asks where does this URL opens, in the same window or it opens in another window. So you can select from here. Button text, okay. So let's see, it is view all. The text on the button is view all. So let's type in view all. Okay, now let me take this over here so that you can see the changes that are taking place over here. Now as you can see, it is asking the text color. It is light, that is, it is white. As you can see in the demo website, the text color is white, so that is fine. Text orientation, whether you want center, you want left, right, justified. In the demo website, it is left, so I'll select left from here. Okay, now here you have to type this thing which says view our summer collection for men and women. So instead of typing, I'm just copying and pasting it over here. And as you can see, there is no gap between all these things. So let's now bring this thing together. I'm sorry. Let's bring this. So let's bring this thing to down by pressing enter. Okay, till this it is fine. Now again, after this statement, we'll add some gaps, so just press enter after this statement also. Fine. Now we'll have to change some different settings. Okay, the size of this button, the size of this text, and so on. Okay, so but before doing that, let's change the background color. As you can see, the background color over here is not a color, actually it's an image. So let's put this image in the background. Before that, let's untick this one, use background color. Now you cannot see anything over here because the text color was white, but we'll see soon when the background image is present. So let's save changes. Now hover here and you will see this setting, these colors which look something like green. Now click on this gear icon right up here. Now go to design and it will ask you for background image. Then when you scroll down, you have column 1 background image. So now here we have to add the image because as I said it is divided into 2 different sections. Now we have to add this background image only to the first column. So let's click on upload. Select the image you want to upload. This image is also present in that folder as I said in the media folder. Here is the image. Just select this and click on open. Now click on upload an image. Now as you can see the changes over here. Okay. Now click on save changes. But it looks terrible, you know. Here it looks so beautiful. Here it looks so terrible. So let's do those changes. When you hover this image, you'll get this module setting option. So just click on this gear icon right up here. Now come down. Actually click on this design tab right up here. Now we have to change the size of the text and so on. So first option is header font size. So you can adjust it according to you, whatever you like. I have set this to 35 pixels in the demo website. So I'll be following the same trend over here. And the body font, this one I have set this to 15. So here also I'll be setting it to 15. Okay, now comes the padding. Okay, so for top padding it will be 50. As you can see, we put 50. There is a gap from top. Now for the right it will be 20. For the bottom again 50, and for left 20. You can adjust this padding according to you, according to your choice obviously. Now select this use custom style for button so that we can style the button. Now the button looks too big and see here it looks quite small, and this looks very beautiful, you know, and this button looks very big. So let's decrease the size to 18. You can further decrease to 15 or whatever you like. Let's see 15. Okay, so 15 looks cool. Let's scroll down. See, when you hover this button you get this icon, so you can change the icon from here. We have seen these settings in the slideshow option. Okay, now you can change these different settings. We have already seen all these settings when we are doing this section, the slideshow section. So you can follow that if you want. You can again watch that lecture. Okay, so I think this is complete. Now just click on save changes. Okay, now let's add a module which is the shop module to add these things over here. So just click on this add module button and search for shop. So this is the shop module. Now here you have to select the type of the product. I would suggest it as category, product category. Okay, number of post 3. Okay, now which category to include, because this is clothing, that's why we'll tick mark the clothing category. Okay, rest everything should be fine. Now in the demo website, as you can see, the text or the name or the title of the product is bigger, and also the price tag is also bigger, and here it is very small. So let's change that. Come to design, scroll down. Here is the title font size, so you can increase or decrease from here. Let's increase it to, okay, 31 is looking too big. Let's make it 18. So 18 is looking cool. Now again scroll down, you have price font size. Let's make this also 18 and bold. Over here you have italicized, bold, underline. So select bold from here. Okay, now this looks similar to demo website. Now click on save changes. But if you notice, there is a lot of gap between all these columns, whereas here the gap is very low and this is looking more beautiful. So let's change those settings now. Now to do so, again come over here, hover here and just click on row settings, this gear icon. Here you will see this this option, use custom gutter width. Make this yes and decrease this according to your choice, like 2, 1 or even 0. So 1 doesn't look cool, make this as 2. This looks fine now. Okay, now everything over here looks fine, so click on save changes. Now if you will notice, there are two main changes over here. First, there is an add to cart button over here, whereas there is no add to cart button over here. An add to cart button is obviously maybe the most important button in the whole website, because it is an e-commerce website and without that button it's just stupid, you know. And also here, if you see the price tag, if you see a discounted product like this one, the price tag is side by side, you know, this is cut one and this is the sale price, but here it is up and down. This doesn't look cool, so I have codes for both this thing. Before doing that, let's save all the changes that we have done. So click on this purple button over here and click on this save button, so that we don't miss any, you know, changes that we have done. Now if you see in the resources file, I have given this file. Okay, here I have given all the codes that you will need. For example, at the top, as you can see, bottom margin, below info code, this was the code for this. Let me show you. Okay, this was the code for this line, as you can see below this info box line. And now we have to see find the code for these things which you need. Okay, here it says make the add to cart button appear on the shop page. So this is the code for that. Let's copy this, come back to our website, open scroll over here, hover here and open this dashboard in a new tab. Okay, now come down, scroll down, hover over appearances and click on editor. It says editing this code is highly discouraged, proceed with caution. Click on proceed and only make those changes which I am saying, because if you make some changes over here, it can just corrupt your whole website. So make sure you don't, you know, play around with this. Just do the things which I am showing you in this lecture. Okay, now select this file from here, functions.php, and make sure it is core/functions.php file. Okay, so select this one. Again click on proceed, scroll down till you come till the end which says end if. Now press enter 2 times and copy this code from here, add action, WooCommerce, after shop, whatever this code is. Copy this whole code and paste it over here and click on update file. Okay, now again come back to your website, make sure you have saved all the changes and refresh this page. Now scroll down and now as you can see, we have the add to cart button over here. Now we have to change this setting, the price tag setting. For that also I have given a code. If you see that file, this one, this is the code for that. So copy this, come back to your website, click on this button, then click on this page setting, click on this CSS button and paste this code over here. As you can see, the moment we have pasted this code, this thing has shifted over here. So this thing is very useful. Again, click on save changes. Now this looks cool. Now we will change this color later on. We'll make this color same as this color or any color you want. Basically, I'll show you how to change the color for this button. So it was very easy, as you can see, and this looks beautiful now. Everything is looking fine, professional, simple. So once you do so, make sure to save the changes. Fine, so we have successfully saved all the changes. Now let's do this both section also in the same lecture. Okay, this section and this section. Fine, so come back again to your home page. Now click on over here. Now again select this one 1/3, but this time the 3 should be this side and 1 should be this side, that is this one. 3 columns are on the left side and 1 column on the right side, so it is this one. Okay, so at the right side we have to select shop. So in the search bar type in shop, select this one. Now here in the second column we have shoes. Okay, so instead of recent products, we will select product category. Then we will decrease the number of posts to 3 and we will select shoes from here. Okay, now click on save changes. Okay, so we can see all the products over here. But again, we'll have to change this the size of the font. So again, hover here, click on this gear icon again, click on design. Let's move this over here so that you can see the changes over here. If you remember, we had put 18 for title in the last column, so make sure you put the same font size for all the columns to make it consistent, to look it cool. Now we have to change the price font size, so for this also it should be 18 and bold. Okay, so this looks fine. Now click on save changes. Now again we have to add another image over here, so click on add new module. Now again click on call to action. So first search for call to action, select this module. In the title it is shoes. Then URL for now just put a hashtag sign. Button text, it is view all again. Light color. Text orientation is again left. Obviously it's up to you. If you want center, you can have center. Let's move this over here so that you can see the changes over here. Fine. Now here we have to type the text which is shown over here. So just copy, let's copy this to save some time and paste it over here. Fine. Now let's move this a little bit down. Okay. Now let's again put some space after this text. So just press enter several times. Okay, now we have to change the size of the font. So again come back to design and instead of 26 put it 35, because in the last section we had put this font size as 35. Okay, now body font size put it 15, because obviously in the last section we had put it to 15. Okay, fine. Now scroll down. Here is the padding. If you remember, the padding was 50-20 50-20. Okay, so it looks cool. Now again use custom style for button. Scroll down, decrease the size of the button to 15. This looks fine. Now everything is fine, and now let's remove this background color. We don't want that because we want a beautiful background image. So just tick mark this. Now click on save changes. Now hover here and hover here, you'll see this gear icon, column gear icon. Just click on that, scroll down, select the design section, scroll down. Now you'll see column 2 background color and column 2 background image. So from column 2 background image, click on this upload button. Now select this image, this one, the shoes image. Click on open. Now click on upload an image. As you can see, this looks fine now. Now from here only click on general and click on use custom gutter width and decrease this from 3 to 2. This looks fine now. Now click on save changes, and again let's make this image. So instead of doing the same thing again, let's copy this whole section. So just click on this copy button. Okay, now as you can see, we have this same section 2 times. Now let's scroll this and drag this below the shoes section. Okay, fine. Now we have to do some changes over here. The last one is accessories. So come over here, click on this gear icon. Instead of clothing, it will be accessories. Rest everything, let it be same. So it's just for the sake of just to show you guys how you do this. Now design, let's decrease the font for this one because accessories is quite a long word. So let's decrease to 30 pixels. This looks fine. Click on save changes. Okay, now again click on over here. We have to change the background image. So click on the design button. Now select this one. We have to change the image now. Select this one. Click on open. Okay, sorry, it was another image. Click on upload file. Select the file. This is the file we want. Click on open. Now click on upload an image. Now we have to change this product from clothing to accessories. So just click on this gear icon and here untick clothing and tick accessories. Now click on save changes. As you can see, we are seeing the accessories. So if you have noticed, using this copy feature, we have saved a lot of time and we have successfully made the very important section, which was the product section. And as you see, we using your creativity, you can make so many beautiful things like this. We didn't have to use any Corel or Photoshop to make images like this. We just used a background image and we put some title and subtitle and a call to action button, and this looks so cool. In this lecture, we'll be creating this beautiful section, the info box section. And at this time, as you can see, we have colored these logos, the icons, and this is looking very beautiful. So let's start making this one. To start creating this, come back to your home page and make sure the visual builder is enabled. Scroll down. Now click on this blue plus sign, which is to add a new section, and select regular. And this time, as you can see in the website, there are 3 different columns. So select 3 columns from here. And this is blurb. So select the blurb module. Select this one. Now the title is suit your time. So type in suit your time, all capital. Fine. AM or PM delivery, adjust, whatever that is, just type in that. There's no URL, so just leave that blank. Use icon, yes, we want to use icon. Select the icon, we have this time icon over here. So just search for that time icon from here. There is a time icon over here, but that one is different, so let's search for that one because that is looking more beautiful. Okay, so this is the time icon, as you can see. Select this one, scroll down. Now let's change the color of the icon. Now if you remember the code which we are using, the default code for the color is #3FB0AC. okay, so this looks fine. Now the placement, it is left. If you see in this website, the demo website, it is left. Okay, now you can change the animation from top to bottom to left to right, whatever you want. So for this we can select left to right, and as you can see, whenever you select this animation, you can see the changes over here. Let me select this one. Okay, so you can select left to right for this one, and for that one, the extreme right, we can select right to left, so that will look cool. Okay, text color should be dark because we want black text color. Text orientation, it's all up to you. Here it is center, I guess. Okay, center, so let it be center. Now we have context. In the context we have to type this. Okay, so type this if you want. I'm just copying and pasting this one. Okay, now come to design, because now we have to change the size of everything, the size of the icon and all. So here first option is use icon font size. Make this as yes, and you can put the font size of the icon to 50, because in this I have put this font size as 50. You can obviously decrease and increase the size, and you can see the changes over here. Whichever you like, you can keep it. Fine, if you want 60, you can keep it to 60. Then we have header font, which is set to 14 pixels. So I think this is fine. 14 pixel looks good. Then we have the body font, which is set to the header font was set to 18 pixels and the body font is set to 14 pixels. You can obviously increase or decrease this if you want. You can also set this to 18, but 14 was looking nice, so let it be 14. Okay, now the rest everything is fine. Only for one thing, as you can see that after delivery there is a space, so let's put a space. After delivery, just put a space. Okay, so this looks cool now. Click on save changes. Now very important feature which we are using again and again in this website, which is to copy this module, so that you don't have to do so many steps again and again. We just have to change the icon and the text. Rest everything will be same. Okay, so as you can see, we have copied and scrolled this over here. Now let's click on this gear icon to make some changes. Drag it over here so that you can see the changes over here. Now the title this time is Best Service Medal. Okay, so you can change the title for this one. Now this text is also changed. Before that we have to change the icon. So for that it is a star icon. Let's search for a beautiful star icon. This one, yeah, this is the one. Then let's scroll down. Let's change this text also. Let's copy and paste it over here. Obviously you don't have to copy, you just have to put in your own text. I'm copying and pasting because I don't want to type everything again and again. Now because as you see, when we copied, we don't have to change the text size, the font size, the color and so on, because we have copied those settings over here. So this saves a lot of time. Now click on save changes. Now again copy this module and bring this module over here. Okay, now again we only have to change the text. and the icon. So click on this gear icon. At this time it is free delivery and with a cart icon. So let's change the title to free delivery and let's drag it over here so that you can see the changes which are taking place over here. Now let's select a cart icon from here. Here is a cart icon. Select this. Now scroll down, which says rapid free delivery, 60 minutes, short time, whatever it is. Just copy and paste it over here. Click on save changes. So we have successfully made this, but there is still something left, which is the border, which beautifies this more. Because of this border, it is looking more beautiful. So for that, come back to your website again, and when you hover over this, you see this blue section over here. This is for the whole section. Now click on this gear icon and go to CSS. Now we have to add some code, but don't worry, you don't have to write any code. I have written this already for you. Again, go to that file. This is all as I said in the last lecture, this is available in the resources file. And when we come here, you'll see something called CSS code for info box section border. So select the first two lines, and it is very simple. If you have even basic knowledge of CSS, you know what it is. It is border bottom solid 1 pixel, and this is the color code, and border top. So basically it will add this border and this border, the top and bottom border. Okay, so just copy these two lines from here and paste it in the CSS section in the main element. And as you can see, as soon as we have pasted it, there is a border which appears over here. Now click on save changes. But there is also border, these two different and small borders. So let's make this also. For this, now select this one, this module, click on this gear icon. Again, go to that file, and now we have border right. This is the code for that. Select this, copy this code, come back over here, go to CSS, main element, paste it over here. And as you can see, when we paste it, we can see this thing over here. Fine, you can, if you want to change the color for this thing, you can change the code from here. If you want to make it more bold, then you can change the pixel. As you can see, when we put 2 pixels, it has become more bold, and when we put 20 pixels, as you can see, the line has become more bold. So it's all up to you. If you want 1, if you want 2, whatever you want, you can keep this. Fine, click on save changes. Now again, we have to put another one over here. So again, select this one, select the gear icon, click on CSS, in the main element, paste the same code. Okay, click on save changes because it was for right. So for this module we have this right, and for this module we have this right. Now if you see in the demo website, the gap is very low between this thing, but here the gap is too much. So for that, it is very easy. Hover here and you will see this arrow. So just drag it up till the end. Fine. From bottom also drag it up till the till you reach over here, and rest spacing will do at the end after we create the whole home page, because we need a lot of spacing. See here also there is a lot of error in spacing. We'll do all this together at the end after we create the home page. For now, we have successfully created this beautiful section. Click on save changes. In this lecture, we'll see how to add this beautiful and useful product slider using the WordPress WooCommerce product slider. So for that, come back to your dashboard and hover here the plugins and click on add new. Now basically want to add a new plugin to enable that feature. Now in the search plugin, just type in WooCommerce product slider and select this one, WooCommerce product slider by Pick Plugins. Now click on install now and click on activate. After you do so, you'll see an additional tab over here which says WCPS, which stands for WooCommerce Product Slider. So from there, hover that and click on New WooCommerce Product Slider or New WCPS. Okay, now here we have some options, some different type of things. Now we'll see how to set up everything over here. Basically it uses a shortcode. I'll show you how to use a shortcode, but let's first see the options over here. It asks you how many products do you want to display on the desktop. So let's come back to the demo website, and as you can see there are 4 different products which are shown over here. So we'll make this 4 instead of 3, and similarly you can select for tablet and mobile. And there are many different changes, whether you want autoplay or not. You can, if you want, you can select true. If you don't want, you can select false. And if you want autoplay, then what should be the speed? Okay, so you can select everything from here, the animation and so on. Everything can be selected from here. Now coming to style, there are different types of styles like flat, zoom in and so on. You can select your own style, whichever you want. Okay, there are many settings. You can see all the settings. There are not that many important settings. I would recommend to keep this as same. Okay, again just leave this thing. Then you have elements. Now, because element basically means what all do you want to show in this product. For example, whether you want to show this add to cart button or not, whether you want to show this thumbnail or not, whether you want to show the title or price. So you can select manually what you want to show and what you don't want to show. For example, when you tick mark this thing, the thumbnail, which is this one, the image won't show. Okay, so we don't want to hide that obviously. Now let's select this, let's maximize this, and make sure the size of the thumbnail is set to full. Okay, make sure it is set to full. So we have the thumbnail, we want the title, we don't want the excerpt, so just hide this. We don't want the category because as you can see we don't have the category over here. If you want, you can have it. We don't want the category, we don't want the tag, we do want the price, we do want the rating, we do want the cart button. If there is a sale, yeah, we want that. If it is featured element, we don't want these things. So we can hide this on front end. Okay, fine. You can also make some changes over here, add to cart background color, text color and so on. But first let's see what changes are taking place. Okay, first click on publish. Now what we'll have to do is we'll have to copy this shortcode and paste it on our website. So let's copy this, come back to the front end, scroll down and again select this plus button to add a new section. Click on regular. Now select one single column. So select the first one. Now we want a very simple module. So select text, this one. And over here, make sure you are in the visual section. So click on this visual and paste the shortcode which you have just copied and click on save changes and refresh the page to see the changes. Now as you can see guys, we have the slide over here. Don't do anything over here because it won't show. If it is not showing in the visual builder, don't worry, it happens sometime, that's not an issue, but it will show on the live page, so don't worry about that. But we have successfully done that. Here as you can see, only 3 products are showing. This is because the visual builder is on. If we see on a live page, we'll see that all the 4 products are showing. Okay, now let's see how this looks in a live page. So for that, what you do is just cancel or exit this visual builder. Now we'll see how it looks on live page. Okay, so let's scroll down. Till now everything looks fine. The slider, the info box section, this section, all this section looks fine, totally good. This section is also looking fine, and as you can see, ultimately the slider option is also looking fine. The dot navigation is also there. the arrow navigation is also there, and it is looking very nice. Okay, so we have successfully completed this one. And if there is a sale product, we get, you see this thing because we have enabled that. So we have successfully created a slider, product slider, which is very important. If you see in Amazon, in Flipkart, you see this thing is very commonly used. A slider, product slider is very commonly used. So this is helpful. And in this lecture, we'll see how to create and set up a logo slider. So let's get started. So to do so, come back to your home page, click on Enable Visual Builder. Now scroll down and again click on this blue plus button, which will add a new section. Click on Regular. Now select this one, the first column, and now again select text. Okay, now because again we have to add another shortcode, so select text. Okay, now you can type in anything over here because at present we don't have the text. We just typing something so that later on we can change this text with our shortcode. So just click on Save Changes. We have the text over here. Now again come back to the dashboard. This is the dashboard, and again go to the plugins and click on Add New Plugin. Now we have to add a new plugin which is called Logo Slider. This plugin is by Enigma Web, so let's search that by this one. Make sure the author is Enigma Web. This is the logo slider by Enigma Web. Now click on Install now. Now click on Activate. Okay, now at the left sidebar you'll see there's a new button which says Logo Slider. Just click on that. Okay, now we have to upload new images for logos. As you can see, there are different images for logos. Okay, I have given these images also in the image file. You can find under logos. So you can select one by one. So select this one, click on Open, click on Upload. Okay, so one image is uploaded. Now similarly we have to repeat the same process again and again. Okay guys, so we have successfully uploaded all the logos. Now it asks you to select the width and height. So select 1000 into 198. Okay, make sure it is 1000 width and height is 198 pixels. Now you can select how many image do you want per slide, 2, 4, whatever you want. Background color, and you can select this thing, the arrow style. As you can see in the demo website, this is the arrow style. Okay, so you can select any one of them. If you want auto slide, then you can have auto slide. If you want to set the duration for that, you can set in seconds, for example 2 seconds. Okay, and you can write some custom codes over here if you wish. Now click on Save Settings. And you can also add links. If you want to add a link to this particular thing, you can put that link over here. Fine. Now come back to the main website, the home page, and as you can see we had this text over here. Now click on this gear icon to change this text. Hover here first, you'll get this gear icon. Click on that. Okay, now we want to change this text, and this time you will have to type something. Okay, I'm just copying and pasting. It is under these brackets which says logo dash slider, and select this thing and make this as center aligned. Okay, now click on save changes. Now make sure to save all the changes which you have done. Click on this button and then click on the save button. Now refresh this to see the changes that have taken place. Okay, as you can see guys, now we have the slider, the logo slider. So this is how you create a logo slider. It is really beautiful, as you can see, and very helpful. You know, you might have seen this in many different websites. It really looks cool. It really increases the beauty. But I can see some changes over here in the demo website. There is a nice amount of gap between the logos, whereas in this the gap is not that much. So let's do that. For that also have given a code, as you can see in that file, logo slider CSS. You just have to copy that code, come back to this website, open this button, click on this button, then click on over here this gear icon button, go to CSS, and below this code just put enter and paste another code. And as you can see, as soon as we put and paste this code, the gap increases, and now this looks awesome. This really looks awesome. Now make sure to save all the changes so that we don't miss any of these changes. Fine, now all the changes are saved. In this lecture we'll see how to create this beautiful newsletter section. So let's get started. For that, again, come back to your website, your home page. Scroll down, make sure you have enabled the visual builder. Scroll down, click on this plus button. Click on regular. Now select one single column. And now search for email and select this email opt-in. Okay, fine. Now the first option is to select a service provider. Select MailChimp from this. I'll show you how to set up everything from scratch on MailChimp. So don't worry, you won't see any option over here because we haven't set up any MailChimp account. I'll show you how to do that. Now we have a title. Let's come back to the demo website. So as you can see, this is the title which says keep in touch. So that is the title. So just type in keep in touch. Fine. Then we have some text over here. Let me just copy this text and come back over here, come down and paste this text over here. Okay, and put some space before the text. Okay, in the visual section, put some space before the text, between the title and this text. Okay, fine, this looks awesome. Now we have to change the color. As you can see, the color over here is totally different. So for that, come back over here and under background color, we will set our default color, which is 3FB0AC. Okay, this looks fine. Now click on save changes for now. And here this much is not colored. In the demo website the whole section is colored. So for that, here, okay, you'll see this blue section and you'll see a gear icon. Click on that. Here you'll see background image, background color. So click on background color and again put the same code, 3FB0AC. Okay, as you can see, now the whole section is colored. Now click on Save Changes. Now open a new tab and type in mailchimp.com and click on Sign Up Free. I already have an account with MailChimp, but just to show you guys how to do that, I am creating a new account. Just enter your email address. Okay, select any username you want, any password of your choice. Okay, a password must contain, okay, this is annoying actually, a lowercase character, uppercase character, special character. Okay, so let's see. Okay, your password is secure and you're all set. Now click on Get Started. We have sent a message to this email address. Open it up and click on Activate Account. Fine. So open your Gmail or whatever mail you're using and open that link. Okay guys, so this is the link. Open this mail from MailChimp. And here you'll see a button called Activate Account. Click on that. Okay, now click on this button, I am not a robo. Now here type in your first name and your last name. Now click on Continue. Name of your business. If you have a website, then type in your website. Okay, now click on Continue again. Your address, fine. Click on Continue. If you sell online, you will get help. If you want help from these guys, then click on yes or no. It's all up to you. It's not a compulsory. It's not anything special. Just select whatever you want and click on Continue. Now you can connect to these social media sites. For now, leave it. You can do it if you want. Okay, you don't need to subscribe to those things, but still if you want you can subscribe, but I'm not subscribing. And just click on Let's Go. Okay guys, so we have successfully created a MailChimp account, which is awesome. Now we have to create a campaign and a list, which is very simple. Just don't worry about that. Okay, here you will see a button called Create Campaign. Just click on. Okay, now you can create an email. Okay, you can name this campaign anything. I am naming it as Scam. Now click on Begin. Okay, now you have three options: entire list and group or new segment. Make sure entire list is selected, and here you'll see a button called Next. Click on this. Now select any subject, whatever you want. Okay, I'm not wasting too much time because these are all simple steps. You know what will come where. Just have to enter a good subject. Okay, and you can select these options: auto tweet after sending, auto post to Facebook after sending, and these options you can search this and have document on this. What does these things mean? You can watch different tutorials available maybe on Udemy, but surely it is available on YouTube. You can watch that for in-depth detail for everything, but this is not a course on email marketing on MailChimp, so that's why we are not getting into too detail, but still I'm showing you how to create an account. So once you do so, just click on Next. Now you have to select a layout from here. You can select any layout. You can check this layout in detail if you want. Okay, so for sell product, this is just selecting this one. and here you have to put in your logo and your start shopping and whatever images and so on. Again, as I said, you can watch different tutorials for email marketing or for MailChimp, which you can watch for free on YouTube. So you should better go there. You'll learn everything in detail. We cannot go into detail for this MailChimp, but still if you want, you can make some changes over here, and after doing that, just click on next. Now the list is successfully created. Okay, so come back to the home page, click on this icon. As you can see, a list is created which is named Blog Dude. Now come back to your website, make sure you have saved all the changes. After you do so, just refresh this page. Okay, once you refresh this page, back to your dashboard. So hover here, open this dashboard link tab, and again come back to the MailChimp account. Now we have to add the code. There is a code for MailChimp API code. So for that, come back to the home page. Okay, and at the top you will see this thing. Just click on this and go to profile. Now when you hover this, you'll see extras. Click on extras, and under extras you will see API keys. Just click on API keys. Okay, now we don't have any API key, so you'll click on create a key. Now scroll down, as you can see a key is created for you. Double click so that everything is selected, and just copy this key. Come back to your dashboard, scroll down. At the bottom you'll see this DV. Click on DV. Now scroll down. Here you have MailChimp API key. Just paste this code over here. Scroll down and save changes. Now again come back to your website, the home page, and refresh this page. Now hover this, you will see this gear icon. Click on that. Now here under MailChimp list, now click on, and here you must see this Blog Dude or whatever company or list name you have selected. You must see this. This is very important. So select this and click on save changes. In this lecture I'll show you how to improve this spacing. As you can see, there are a lot of space over here which we don't need, so we'll be doing this. And most importantly, in this lecture I'll show you how to play with CSS, some very basic things. But if you don't know much about CSS, then this is magic. I'll show you how to change this color of this button. So let's get started. We also will be doing some more stuff, like we'll be seeing whether this thing works well in the mobile or not, because that is very important. Around 70% of your visitors may probably come from mobile, visit from mobile devices, so that is very important. So come back to your website, make sure the visual builder is enabled. Okay, so let's first do the spacing. Here there is a lot of space, so what you can do is just hover here, you'll see these arrows. Okay, so just drag this thing up. As you can see, the space is getting decreased. Now it is fine. Again, coming over here, there's a lot of space between these two, so just drag this thing up to decrease the space. Fine. Again, take this thing up, decrease more space. This looks fine now. Here also do the same thing, reduce this space from here, also reduce the space from here. So this is very awesome. You're doing this on a live website, which is very important and which really simplifies our work. We can see the changes on the live side. So remove the space from here also, even from here. Fine. And some spacing is required over here. Okay, it looks cool now. Here also there is hell lot of space. Just remove all this space. Here I am facing some problem with spacing, so there is another way. What you can do is just click on over here, this gear icon, and scroll down. Here you'll see the spacing thing. Just make everything as 0. Okay, the bottom and the top one, make this as 0. And now as you can see, this thing is resolved. So you might face this problem. So there are 2 ways. You can do this like this on also, or you can go to that gear icon and change those settings. Fine. Now everything is fine. All the spacing, everything looks fine. So just click on save. Okay, now let's come back to this live website, and now we have to change the color of this button, or we have to change color of anything. Then there is a very good method for doing that. What you have to do, just right click on this button. You'll get an option called inspect. Just click on that. Okay, now at the right side over here, scroll down till you see some color. You'll see some color over here. I'll show you. As you can see, this, and this is the color for this one. As you can see, blue. Now what you have to do is just click on this and change the code to the code you want. So the code which we are using is 3FB0AC. And as you can see, as soon as we put this code, all the color has changed. Now what we have to do is copy this whole code from top to bottom. Just scroll up, copy this, scroll up, okay, till here it starts. Okay, so you have to copy this much of code. Okay, Control C. Now come back to your website, go to your dashboard, open this in a new tab. Now from the left sidebar, go to DB. At the end you'll see this custom CSS. Click on that and paste all the code over here, and after you do so, just click on save changes. Now come back to the live website, cancel this, refresh the website. Now you should see this color if it has worked. Okay, as you can see the color, that means that our code has worked. So all the color has changed for the cart. So this is how you add some features when without having for example, the feature for changing the color of this button was not available, but we have made it possible. So this is how you do that. Now we have to see whether this thing looks good in mobile and tablet or not. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Come back to the home page and make sure you're under Visual Builder. Now hover this, click on this gear icon. Now select the first slide, go to design and scroll down. Now as you can see, besides header font size, there is an icon, mobile icon. Click on that. At present you are on desktop, so this is how the website looks on desktop. Now click on smartphone. As you can see, when you click on smartphone, a lot of things changes. Now you get a look of how it will look on a smartphone, and as you can see, this doesn't look that good. There are some changes that we should do. This font is just too big, so we should decrease the size of this font. So let's do that. This is 30 pixels, so let's decrease the size. Okay, so this font has the size for this font has decreased. Let's decrease the size for this font also. Scroll down, it is 100 pixels, so just decrease it to whatever you want. Okay, now this is how it will look on a cell phone. So make sure you see everything, how it looks, whether it looks good or not. If it doesn't look good, then make sure you do all these changes. Okay, so this whole website now looks perfect, everything is fine. So after you do so, you can first click on this save settings. Okay, Now website will be normal. This is important, when you don't see the changes that are taking place on mobile phone, then on desktop your website will look awesome, but when you open this same website on cell phone, it will look ugly. So this setting was very important. Make sure you do this setting after you create your whole website. Don't forget this is very important. After you do so, just click on this save button so that you don't miss any saved settings. In this lecture, we'll see how to set up this footer and the bottom footer bar. So let's get started. For that, come back to your website, open your dashboard in a new tab, because for that we'll first have to create a menu. As you can see, this is a menu. This is a shopping menu. These are some really important links like the wish list, my account, checkout, cart and shop. Very important links for any e-commerce website. So come back to your dashboard, hover appearances, select menus. If you remember, we have already created a menu, the main menu. Now we are creating a new menu, a footer menu. So what you do is click on this link which says create a new menu. Now you can name it anything you want. I am naming it as footer menu, so I know that this is the footer menu. Click on create menu. Now from here you have all the pages. As you can see, now you can select whichever page you want in this menu. You have wish list, my account, checkout page, cart page, shop page. Okay, so maybe these are the pages you want. So just click on add to menu. Now click on save menu. Okay guys, so we have successfully created a menu. Now what we have to do, we have to insert that menu over here, and we also have to make these four different columns, 4 different sections. For that, again, come back to your dashboard, hover appearances, and under appearances you will see something called widgets. Just click on widgets. Okay, the first one is footer area 1. So just open that or expand that, and let's see what's there in a footer area 1. It is an about us message. So what you have to do, just come over here, and there are many different widgets available. So we want this one, text. So there are 2 ways of adding this into the footer area. You can just click on this and select which area do you want this to go. So we are selecting footer area 1. Now click on add widget. Now the title, let's see what's the title. As you can see here, it is about us. So you can just have about us as the title, and there are some text. So just copy this text and paste it over here and click on save. Okay, so we have successfully done with the footer area 1. Let's see what's there in footer area 2. Footer area 2 is again a text with some information like timing and number and so on. So again, select this text. Now select footer area 2 and click on add widget. Okay, now in the title we have put our customer service, because in the demo it is our customer service. Now copy this, okay, this much, and come over here and paste it over here. Now from here you can change everything, like instead of this number you can change your number, instead of this email address you just have to retype your own email address. So that is very simple. Now click on save. Again come back, and as you can see, the third one is a menu, a footer menu. So let's add that. Okay, here we have custom menu. Select the footer area 3, click on add widget. Now you can put any title. We are putting shopping, and select a menu. We have to select the footer menu and click on save. Okay, Now the fourth one, there is an image payment option. This image is also available under the logos. So select the fourth one, and again we have to select this text, and now select the footer area number 4 and click on add widget. And from this demo website, you can just copy this image, right click on this image, click on copy image and paste it over here. This is that simple. Okay, now click on save. Okay, now come back to your website, refresh the website, and let's see the changes. Okay guys, so as you can see, everything is fine now. We can see the about us, this customer service information, the menu, and also the payment option icon, the logo. This is images available, or you can copy this from my website, as I said, etv.blogdude.com, the demo website which we have created. Now let's make changes to this bottom bar, the bottom footer bar. For that, hover over here and you'll see an option called theme customizer. Click on that. Okay, now here you see an option called footer. Open that. You can change the layout. We have 4 columns over here, so we have 4 columns. Okay, you can edit this widget text, header text, the color, widget header color, and so on from here. If you want, you can do though. Come back, then you have footer elements, whether you want to show these social icons. If you untick this, those social icons will be gone. Then again come back, we have footer menu. We don't have any footer menu right here. Then we have the bottom bar. Okay, you can change the color of this bar. At present it is dark black and the text is around gray color, so you can change this color also if you want. You can change the font size, social icon size, and so on. And here at the bottom we have edit footer credits. Again come back to the file where we have all the codes. Here you will see something called footer area code. Under that you will see a small code. Just copy that and paste it over here, and as you can see now it says website designed and developed by Nayyar Sheikh. So if you want to change this text Nayyar Sheikh to anything like Afzal Khan, then you can put it over here, but it is a link, and this link is to my Udemy profile. You can change this link from here. Okay, so if you want, you can change this link from here. So this is how you make this. If you are satisfied with all these changes, then click on save and publish. After you do so, just click on this X button to cancel this. Now let's put our social links over here, because at present when you click over here nothing happens. So let's put our own social links. For that, again come back to your dashboard, scroll down, you will see this DB option. Click on that, and when you scroll down you have all these options: Facebook profile URL, Twitter profile URL, Google Plus profile URL. You can put all your URLs over here, and at the end click on save changes. Everything from here will be updated. In this lecture we'll be creating the about us page, specifically the first 2 sections. The first row, this is a slideshow row, and as you can see the background is a parallax image. When I scroll up and down you can see the parallax effect, and the second section or the second row is the info box row. So we'll be these 2 sections in this particular tutorial. To do so, come back to your website and click on About Us. Okay, so it has redirected us to the About Us page that we have created. Now click on Enable Visual Builder. Okay, so first we have to add a full width slider. So click on this plus button and select full width. Now from here select full width slider. Okay, now we have to add a new item. So click on add new item. And as you can see here, the heading is our company and the tagline is something, our company tagline, lorem ipsum something. So from in the headline just type in our company. Okay, if you want you can also insert a button, so you can also add the button text like we saw in the first lecture where we created the slideshow for the home page. Okay, so come down and till the bottom, and over here paste your tagline. This is the tagline, as you can see, and here we also have a button which says learn more. So let's add a button text which says learn more. Okay, now let's add a background image so that we can see the changes that are taking place on the website. For now, just click on save changes again. So to insert a background image, click on this gear icon. Again, click on this gear icon, and here we have the background image. Click on upload. This is the image we want, so select this and click on upload an image. And as you can see, now we have the background image right up here. Now let's do changes in this thing. As you can see, the font and everything is different over here. So come to design, scroll down. At present the header font size is 46. Let's increase this. Okay, till 68. It looks fine. Now make it bold. Okay, as you can see in the demo website it is bold, so we are making this bold. Now let's come back to the body font. At present it is 16 pixels. Let's increase a bit. 21 pixels looks fine. Now make this yes. Use custom styles for button. Okay, button size, let's increase this. Not this much. Okay, so 15 pixels looks fine. Okay, you can change the icon. Obviously we saw all this, so I don't need to repeat everything, but you know what I'm talking about. You can change everything from here, and here the color is different, so you can also change the button color. It's very simple. Let me show you how. Here it is, button icon color. Okay, that is the button border color, button text color, button background color. For example, here as you see, the text color and border color are the default color which we have selected. So let's make that, let's put that color 3FB0AC. The text color and the border color have become the same now. You can also change some settings from here. You can make this dark from here. You can change the opacity if you want. So it's all up to you. You can do a lot of things from here. If you're done with all these changes, click on save changes again. Now you have to delete this section because we don't need this. So however here you'll see this dustbin icon, just click on that. You're done. Okay, but if it is not parallax, so let's do that. Again, click on this gear icon. Okay, and when you scroll down you see this option, use parallax effect. Let's make it yes. Now if you scroll down you can see the parallax effect in action. Okay, now click on save changes. So we are successfully done with the first section. It was very easy. Now let's create this second section. Very beautiful section and very useful section indeed. Okay, now click on this plus button to add a new section and click on regular. Here we have 4 different columns, so select this one, 4 columns, and in the search bar type in blurb. Okay, now the title, this is the title which says a digital agency. Just put in the title. You can also link this title to some page or something if you want, some product or some page. Then you have URL. Here is the URL that you will put from which you want to link this title. We have to use an icon obviously. Let's see that this is a television icon or a monitor icon. Okay, let's search for that. Here it is, this one I guess. Yeah, this is the one. Now let's change the color. Okay, this looks fine now. Okay, image placement is at top, that is fine. Okay, you can see the animation and everything. Text color is fine. Text orientation should be center. Here also it is center. Now we have to put this thing, the subtitle or a short description over here. Just paste that thing over here. Now this looks similar to this one. So similarly we can create this info boxes also. So come back to your website, click on save changes. Now again, like every time, we'll copy this to save our time and scroll out, drag this over here. Now click on this gear icon to make some changes. Now the title is forward thinking and the icon is also changed. So let's change the title. Coming back to the icon, you can select any icon. Obviously it's all up to you. There are a lot of icons over here. So this is the one which we have used, so we are using the same icon. Click on save changes. Okay, again copy this, drag this thing over here, click on the gear icon to make changes. Okay, this time it is problem solvers. The title problem solvers. Okay, and the icon is gear icon. So let's search for the gear icon. Let's put this thing instead of the gear icon. Okay, click on save changes. Now this one is customer support. Again copy this, drag this thing over here, change the title to customer support. Let me drag this thing over here so that you can see the changes over here. And now we have to change the icon from here. You can select obviously any icon. Okay, this is the one which we have used, so let's select this one, click on save changes. So this is how you do. And as you can see, as the lectures are passing, that this div thing is really useful. It saves a lot of time, we don't have to code, we don't have to do anything. Let's do the spacing setting over here only, so that we don't have to come again back and do the spacing. Okay, so now the spacing is fine. From bottom also let's decrease some space. Okay, it looks fine now. Now click on this button and click on this save button. You can also press Ctrl and S together. It will save the changes that you have done. In this lecture we'll see how to create this section. At the left sidebar there is an about us, and at the right sidebar there is a progress bar. You might have seen progress bar are nowadays used a lot in all kind of website, and it really looks fine. So let's start creating this one. To do so, again come back to your website, make sure Visual Builder is enabled, scroll down, click on this plus icon, select regular. Okay, now we have two different columns, so select this one. In the first column it's call to action, so search for call to action. Okay, the title is our story, so type in our story. Fine, let's drag this thing over here so that we can see the changes. Let's copy this and paste it over here at the bottom. And as you can see here, the design, the alignment is changed. Here it is justified. So what you have to do is scroll up. Here you'll see the justified option. Just click on that and you'll see all the changes have taken place. Okay, now there is some gap between our story and this thing, so let's put enter over here. Okay, now if you want more gap, you can put one more enter if you want. It's all up to you. And if you notice, I don't know whether in this video you can see this or not, the about section, which is the info box, section and the below section, there is a difference in the background color. The above section has pure white color, whereas the below section, which is this section on which we are working at present, has different color. It is something different than white. So let's do that. Okay, so we have to change that background color. So first remove this color, so this background color, because we don't want this one, and click on save changes. Now how over here, click on this gear icon, the blue one, which is to make changes in this section setting. Now we have this background color option. Select this and you can select any color from here. As you can see, there are different colors, but the one which we have used in the demo section is F7, F7, F7. Okay, so this is the one which we have used. Also, if you notice, there is a thin shadow between both these sections, so let's put that also. So for that, scroll down, you'll see this option, show inner shadow. Just make this yes, and now you can see this thing over here also. So this really looks fine. And now click on save changes. Now again come back over here because we have to change the color of the text. So click on this gear icon, scroll down, and instead of text color light, select dark. So now we can see this thing. Again click on save changes. But when we see this section, the demo section and our website section, there is a lot of difference because you don't have padding, extra padding on both the sides. So let's do that. For that, what we have to do is click on this gear icon, come to design, scroll to the bottom, and you have custom padding. So in right and left, put 80 pixels. Okay. Now as you can see, it looks similar, this one and this one. Now we have to change the size of this text. So scroll up over here. At present the header font size is 26. Let's make it 35 and also bold. Okay. Now this looks similar. Click on save changes. Okay, so we have successfully done this. Now we have to create this progress bar. So let's do that. Again, come back to your website, click on this plus button and search for a module called bar counters. Now click on add new item, and let's drag this over here so that we can see the changes. The title is brand strategy, so let's copy this and paste it over here, and percentage is 90%. So let's put 90 over here. Okay, so it's brand strategy 90%. Now we have to change the design. Okay, so come to design, and background color here, as you can see, it is very light, but in the demo website it is a bit darker. So let's select a darker color for background color. As you can see, when we select this color here, the changes are taking place. Okay, so this one looks fine. It is BC, BC, BC. Okay, now we have bar background color. So let's change this also. You can make any color, red, blue, whatever you want. But we have selected the default color which we have selected throughout the website, which is 3FB0AC. This looks nice now. Okay, now you can also change the percentage color. It is white, and that white looks fine according to me. Okay, now come back to the general option and click on save changes. Okay, now scroll down. We have some options over here in the design section. When we see, we have all this border radius and these options. So increase the border radius. Now when we increase the radius, as you can see, the border have become round. So that beautifies and this progress bar. Now we have to increase the title font also. As you can see, when I increase this, we don't want this big. Let's try 20. Okay, let's try 22. 22 is looking too big. 18. Let's go with 20. Okay, so title font size is 20. Obviously you can change it according to your wish. Okay, Now let's change the font for this one. So basically it will increase the size for this bar also. Let's make it 15. Okay, so 15 looks fine. Click on save changes. Now instead of doing this thing again and again 2 times, what we do, we go to gear icon and we copy this thing 2 times. Okay, one more time. Now we just have to change the title and the percentage. We don't have to do all this setting like border radius and so on. So it is very helpful and it saves a lot of time. The second one is internet marketing, which is 65%. So let's put internet marketing in the title and put 65%. Click on save changes. And the third one is app development, which is 85%. So again, click on this gear icon, change the title and change the percentage. Okay guys, so this looks really beautiful. Okay, so we have successfully created this section also. In this lecture we'll see how to create this beautiful testimonial section. So come back to your website again and click on this plus sign to add a new section. Click on regular. As you can see guys, this is divided into 2 sections. This testimonial is one section and these 3 columns are another section. So let's add this testimonial title over here. So we'll select only one column from here, and from this module search for text. Okay, and type in testimonials. Okay, center align. Let's see more changes. Let's increase the size of the font, the text font size. Okay, to 30. Okay, 36 to maybe to 36. Let's also change the font for this one to Lato. Okay, make it bold. Fine. So this is the first section. Click on save changes. Now we have to add this section. Okay, and you have 3 different columns. So again, click on this plus sign, this plus button, and click on regular. Now select this one with 3 columns. And as you can see at the top we have some text again. So again, search for text. Copy this text from here, paste it over here. Okay, it is plain text at present. We have to change all the settings. So come here in the design section and in the text font select Walter Turncoat. This one, the one which I have used here is Walter Turncoat, and we have to increase the text font size. Let's make it 24. And as you can see, there is very less gap between the lines, so let's increase the line height. Okay, 1.4 looks fine. And let's make this center align. So come to general setting, in text orientation select center. Okay, so this looks exactly like this one. Now we want to add this image. Okay, so for now click on save changes. So again, hover here, and now we have to press this button. Okay, we have to add a new module in the same column, so we have to press this button, not this one this time. Okay, the module, press module button and search for image. Okay, so we have to use this module right now, image module. Now we have to, you can put image URL or you can upload an image. So we'll upload an image. Let's upload an image. This is the one, first one. Click on open. Click on upload an image. And as you can see, this looks fine, really awesome. Click on save changes. Now we have title and subtitle. For this we will use call to action button. So again, hover here, click on this add module button and search for call to action. Now the title is Sue Smith. Okay, and clean its mama blog, whatever it is, just put it over here. And we don't want any background color, and the text color should be dark. Okay, so remove this, and text orientation is center, that is fine. And I think our image is oriented to left side. Let's make this also center. For now, click on save changes for this one. So hover image and click on the gear icon and scroll down. Image alignment, make this center. Okay, now this looks awesome. Click on save changes. Okay, now let's decrease the space between Sue Smith and the another line. Come to design, and you can decrease this from here. As you can see, when we decrease this to 1, now it looks fine. Okay, you can also change the size of this font and all these things if you want. Okay, so click on save changes. There is a lot of gap between these things, so just decrease the gap from here also. Okay, this looks fine. Now instead of again copying everything, instead of doing all the thing again and again, we'll just copy everything, just drag it over here. Okay, now let's copy this image, this one, and drag this image over here. Now let's copy this one again, drag it over here. Okay, similarly do this for this column also. Copy it, drag it over here, copy this, drag it over here, and the final step, copy and drag it. Now we have to change the text and all if you want. So just for the sake of demonstration, I was showing you. You can also change the text from here. For example, let's select this one and type Nair. Okay, so as you can see, you can change the text from here also. Here also you can change the text. If you select this, you can change the text to Nair Sheikh. Fine, click on save changes, and to change the image, click on this gear icon, upload a new image like this, the next one, upload an image, save changes, the final image, just hover this, click on this gear icon, click on upload, select the final image, this is the one, open it, click on upload an image, save changes. So we have successfully created the testimonial section also. This was really beautiful section. There's a lot of gapping over here, I think. Let's reduce this. Okay, so we have successfully created the about us page, a very beautiful, simple and professional about us page. Okay, once you are done with this, just click on save so that we don't miss or we don't lose any of the changes that we have done. In this lecture, we'll see how to create this contact us page, and specifically in this lecture, we'll see how to create this map and how to get a Google API and so on. So to get started, open a new tab and type in console.developers.google.com and press enter, obviously. Okay, I have created an account and I already own an API key, but that's why I'm using a new account, so that I'll be able to show you guys how to create everything from start. Okay, so once you log in with your Gmail address, now what you have to do is go to credentials. Okay, the page not viewable with current selection, click on create. Okay, now you can name any project name. I am naming is as UDV. Okay, please email me updates. You can select this whether you want yes or no, whatever you want. Click on create. Okay, now you'll see this message. Now click on this arrow button and you'll get these options: API key, auth client ID. So what you have to do is click on API key. Okay, now click on close. So one API key is successfully created. Now click on domain verification and click on add domain. Now you have to enter the domain name on which you want to enable the Google map. For example, at present it is udv.blogdot.com. So just copy this domain name from here and paste it over here. Remove this remove this http colon and all. It should be www.yourwebsite.com. Okay, now click on add domain. Okay, now you'll get this option, take me there. Just click on that. Now what we have to do is we have to download a file from here and then we have to upload that file on our website server so that Google can check that file. So from here select the domain provider. For us it is HostGator and you can select your own. Okay, so HostGator option is not there, so we'll select other from here. Okay, now click on not now. Okay, check whether your website is there or not. It is not there, so click on add a property. Again paste in your website, click on continue. Okay, now we have to do this, download this HTML verification file. Okay, so it is downloaded. Now we have to upload this file on our Google server, on our website server, as I said. Okay, so for that what you have to do is go to your cPanel. If you remember, we had an email from HostGator where we had all the cPanel links and all, so go there. Okay guys, once you come to your cPanel, click on this file manager. Now here, as you can see at the left sidebar, there are different domains and I have different different folders for that. For UDV it is here, udv.blogdot.com. If you don't find this over here, it will be under public HTML. Okay, public HTML mein you will find everything if you don't find this over here, but we can see our domain name over here. So just click on your website domain name and now what you have to do is click on upload. So we have to upload a file over here. So here is the upload button, click on upload. Now select that file which you have just downloaded. It will be in your download folder. Okay, there was a Google file. This is the file. Click on open. It says done. Okay, now go back to this domain. Let's see whether it is downloaded or not. Click on reload. Okay, here it is. So this thing is now uploaded. This is the file we wanted. Now again come back to this link, check mark on I am not a robot and click on verify. Okay, now it says successfully created. Okay, so again come back to this link now and again paste in your link over here. Now it will automatically add your link. If it doesn't, then click on just refresh the page. Now again come back to this link and click on add domain under domain verification and paste in your domain name now and click on add domain. Okay, now as you can see your domain name is available over here. Now again go back to credentials. and copy the API key from here and come back to your website. Open your dashboard in a new link, scroll down, click on DV, again scroll down. Now we have to select this option, Google API key. Select, click over here and paste the API key which you have copied from here. Once you do so, come back to your website, click on contact us from here and click on enable visual builder. Now click on this plus section, click on full width, and from here you have to select full width map. Okay, now click on add new item and you can put any title, basically your company name, for example blog.incorporation, and map pin address I am putting Mumbai and click on find. Okay, it will find Mumbai. Here you can put in your address, for example Mumbai 4,22,000 pin code. Now click on save changes. Now again over here you have to put Mumbai, click on find. Okay, now we can see the map over here. Now here there are few options like move mouse wheel zoom. When we scroll down and up, this gets zoomed in, zoomed out. I suggest to put this thing off because it is very irritating, you know, when you're trying to scroll down and up on the page, the map gets zoomed in and zoomed out. So I suggest to put both these things off. That is very important. Once you do so, just click on save changes and just delete this section from here. Okay, so we successfully have the map section over here. Okay, the Google Maps section. In this lecture, we'll see how to create this contact form and how to put this information. So let's get started. So come back on your contact us page. Make sure your visual builder is enabled. Now click on this plus button. Click on regular. Now we want 2 columns. So select 2 columns from here. In the first column, search for contact form and select this one, the contact form. Now here automatically all these 3 are created: name, email address and message. Okay, and when you scroll down you'll see this email title. Make sure under email address you put in your own email address where you want all the information to be redirected. Okay, so when you put in this email address, now when anyone fills this form and click on submit button, you know this information will be submitted to this email address. Okay, now we have to put a title. As you can see, here is the title, so just put this title. Now you can see the title over here. Now this is very important, message pattern. Now again, when you see the file which is there in the resource, you will find a code over there. So let's open the file. When in this file, scroll down to the bottom and you'll see these 3 lines. Just copy this line and paste it over here, which says my name is this code, my email address is this, my message is this. So basically you will receive email like my name is, and when the person enters this name over here, instead of this code his name will be written. Instead of his this code, his email address will be written, and instead of this code the message which he'll type will be written over here. So this code is very important. This code and this email address is very important. If you don't do this properly, you won't get any messages from here. Okay, then when you scroll down, there is enable redirect URL option. It's all up to you whether you want, you don't want this. Then also there is a display captcha. I personally prefer you should have a captcha so that you are safe from spamming and so on, but for the sake of simplicity you can disable this also. It's all up to you. Okay, now coming over here in the first option, it is name field. title, input field, don't change this field and everything, let it be the same, I would suggest. So click on this save changes and make sure, again I'm saying, make sure the email address is correct and the code is correct. The code is present in the file which I have given you, the last 3 lines. This is the code, just copy and paste this code over here. Okay, now click on save changes. So we are done with this one. Now we have to add this information, so just copy this, because typing this will take a lot of time. Now click on this plus button and click on text. Okay, now paste everything over here. But if you see now, everything, when we pasted, everything became bold, all the thing changed automatically. But if it doesn't, then you have to change it from here. Here when you select this line, when you select this thing, it says heading 3. You can, if you want to increase the size, you can select heading 2 or heading 1. As you can see, the size increases. And basically this portion is paragraph. Then when we scroll down, the address is paragraph, but it is bold. Okay, so you can make all these changes here. Instead of this number, you can put in your mobile number. Instead of this timing, you can put in your business hours. Instead of this address, put in your address. Okay, now click on save changes. So we are done with this thing also. We are done with the contact us page also. Make sure you save all the changes which you have done. This lecture will make some changes to the menu bar and will also create the product category sidebar. So let's get started. To do so, come back to your dashboard and hover appearances and click on menus. Okay, make sure your main menu is selected from here. If it's not, then select main menu from here and click on select. Now if you see in the demo website, everything is in uppercase, that is in capital letters, but here it is not. So let's change that first. So from here, select this home and in the navigation label type in home in uppercase. Okay, and delete this page because now we don't need this. And the about us page, same, all in uppercase. Contact us page, same thing. Okay, now let's see what different pages do we have. We have clothing, shoes and accessories over here. So now for that, what we have to do, just minimize this and hover products, you will see categories. Open these categories in a new tab. Here we have all the different categories that we have created. The first one is accessories. When you hover this, you get this option which says view. Click on this link and select copy link address. Make sure to right click on this link and select copy link address. Come back to your menus and from here you will see custom links, and under URL paste that link and in the link text type in accessories or whatever your category name is and drag this thing over here. Okay, now the second category is clothing. So again, click on this view, right click on this view and click on copy link address. Again, come back, custom links, paste the link over here. It is shoes, so type in shoes, click to add to menus and again drag this thing above. The third one is shoes. Okay, so we put this thing wrongly, don't worry, we can change that. Click on copy link address, come over here, paste in the URL, type in shoes, paste it. Okay, drag this thing over here and from here we have to change the name because we by mistakenly made it shoes, it was clothing. Okay, now the thing next link is all products. So again, what you will do, will just copy your link, your website link address, paste it over here and after this slash just type in shop. Okay, obviously in small letters, shop, and in the link address type all products. Click on add to menus, drag this thing over here. Now when anyone clicks on all products, he will be directed to the shop page. Okay, now we also have a wish list page. So again, come back over here, again paste in your website URL, what is that is www.yourwebsitename.com/ and type in wish list after slash, WISHLIST obviously, then a / again, and in the link text type wish list. Click on add to menus, and if you see over here in the demo website there is a link which says company. If you click on that, it doesn't take you anywhere, it's just a normal thing, it's just a text, and under that link we have about us and contact us. So let's do that. In the custom link, in the URL just put a hashtag, and in the link text type in company. Click on add to menus. Okay, drag this thing over here above and drag about us to the right. It will come under companies then. After you have done all these changes, click on save menu. Let's come back to your website and click on refresh. Okay, now we can see all these changes over here. Now it looks similar to this one, in fact better than this one. Okay, so this is how you do it. Now the next thing that we have to do is make this sidebar. As you can see, when we click on accessories, we have a ugly sidebar. We want something awesome like this, so let's do that. The first one is search bar, which is fine, and also if you see, the sidebar over here is quite small and here it is quite bigger. You can make it by saying this search bar. The search bar here is quite bigger, whereas the search bar at our website as present is quite smaller. So I have a code for that will increase the size of the sidebar. So first let's add all the elements that we need in the sidebar. For that, again come back to your dashboard, hover appearances and click on widgets. Now here you'll see something called sidebar. Except for search, we have to delete all these things. The recent post, click on that, delete. Maximize this, delete. Archives, you have to delete this. Categories, delete. Meta, delete. Okay, now we have to add these things. The first one is shopping cart. So search for that, shopping cart. It will be WooCommerce shopping cart, I guess. Here it is WooCommerce cart. So select this one, make sure sidebar is selected, click on add to widget. Okay, the title should be shopping cart. Okay, you can also hide this cart if there is nothing in this cart, but I don't recommend that. Click on save. The next one is filter by price. Again, come back over here. Here it is, WooCommerce price filters. Click on this, make sure sidebar is selected, click on add widget, and you can change the title. At present it is filter by price, that is fine I guess. Click on save. And the next one is product categories. Again, come back to the widgets, WooCommerce product categories, this is the one. Add this widget. Okay, you can order by name, category order, whatever you want. Click on save. And the final okay, not the final, the second last is recently viewed products. Okay, so you'll find this under WooCommerce, recent views. Okay, recent reviews, that was not that one. Recently viewed, we want this one. Click on add widget. Number of products to show, we want only 5 products to show over here. Click on save. And the last one is top rated products. Okay, so WooCommerce top rated products, this one. Click on add widget. Okay, again let's minimize this, we want only 5, so that is fine. Click on save. Now let's come back, refresh the page and see the changes. Okay, as I said, this thing is looking quite smaller, but if you see the demo website, the sidebar is quite bigger. So let's do that. Come back to your website, hover here and click on theme customizer. Okay, now from here click on general settings, layout setting, and here tick mark this thing, use custom sidebar width. At present it is 21, make this as 25. Now as you can see, maybe you cannot see over here, but the size is increased. Let's hide these controls. Now as you can see, the size of the sidebar has increased. You can increase it more if you want, but I think 25 is fine. 25 looks fine. So again, after you're done, click on save and publish and click on this X signal. Okay, now again if you see the over here, the title is just simple, and whereas over here the title is bold, and I think the size of the font is also increased. So for that we have a code, we have to enter that code. So for that, come back to your dashboard, click on DB and go to that file which I have provided, and here you'll find that code. Here it is, widget title bold. Just copy this code from here, this one, only 2 lines. Come over here, scroll down over here. After the code, press enter 2 times just for the sake of gapping. Paste the code, click on save changes. Come back to this website, refresh, and let's see whether changes have taken place or not. As you can see, the changes have taken place. It is bold and now it is looking beautiful. Okay, there's one more change because we don't have anything in our cart. That's why we are not seeing that. Let's add a product in the cart. Okay, the product is added. Now as you can see, the button for view cart and checkout button is just too big, whereas in the demo website it is quite smaller, and this fits in a single column, in a single row. And here we have 2 big buttons, so we have to decrease the size for that, and for that also I have given a code. Again, come back to that file. Now here it is change widget add to cart button size. Now copy this thing, select everything from here, copy this, again come back to your dashboard over here. Now paste this code over here and click on save changes. Okay, now refresh this page and we should see. Now as you can see, the size of the button has changed. Okay, so we have successfully created our sidebar also. Now let's see whether all the pages are showing correctly. Let's go to wishlist page, click on wishlist. Okay, it is fine, wishlist is fine. If you want, you can remove this sidebar from wishlist. If you want, you can do so. Let's see the cart page. Click on this cart icon. Again, from here also you can remove this, and I personally prefer to remove this sidebar from the cart page. So click on this edit page. Now here in the page layout, it is selected right sidebar. Select that, click on full width, click on update. Now click on view page. Okay, this looks nice now. Now you don't have any mess over here. It's only your cart page, but you like that, you can have that sidebar also. Okay, so whenever you want to add a sidebar in any page, or you want to remove a sidebar, that is how you do it. You go to your page, edit page from here, and from the top you select which sidebar you want. Okay guys, so with this we have successfully completed every step, everything that we needed to do, that we wanted to do for this website. Everything is completed. Now we have a beautiful, super awesome, super amazing e-commerce website, and I wish all of you guys good luck, all the best, do well, may God bless you guys, and I really wish that you guys make a lot of money from this because of your hard work, because of your dedication. So I wish you guys a good luck, and I hope this whole tutorial has helped you. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching.